Welcome to a Trippy Food Thanksgiving Day / Indigenous Peoples Day Special. Today is a day where we celebrate and give thanks to the things that we have, family, health, things along those lines. And so the thing is, depending on what side of the Atlantic Ocean your ancestors were from, you may be celebrating it as Indigenous Peoples Day or Thanksgiving Day. Either way, you're giving thanks, and it's a time for people to get together. Now, again, this year, because of COVID, it's going to be difficult for everyone to get together. You're not going to have the large crowds that you typically have, but you should still have somewhat of a traditional Thanksgiving. And so we're going to do something a little bit interesting. We're going to take a traditional Thanksgiving dish, but we're going to Native American, Latin Americanize it. And so that we have kind of all bases covered. So we're going to use a recipe that Claudia, Mrs. Trippy Food, does every year, and she makes the traditional green bean casserole. And I thought, well, let's do a play on green bean casserole and let's make it more inclusive. So we've decided we're going to do some substitutes, but we're going to use her recipe to do this. So what we're going to do is we'll call it a green casserole instead of a green bean casserole. So what we're going to do is to substitute for the green beans, we are going to use cactus, nopales. You can get this at most Latin American groceries, even some big grocery stores that have a lot of produce, you can find it. So you can find it different ways. You can find it as the big pads. If you're going to do that, then you're going to have to take the spines off of them unless they've already been taken off. This is fresh, but it's already been cut up, so it makes the work a little bit easy for you. In both of those cases, though, you're going to want to parboil it really quickly. You want to rinse it off, clean it, and then parboil it really quickly before you actually use it as an ingredient. And then the other choice, of course, is to get a jar of nopalitos or cactus that are already cooked. You can do that. So we're substituting the green beans for cactus. Now, typically this green bean casserole would also have fried onions. And so to substitute for the fried onions, we decided we're going to go with chicharron. So if the dish is vegetarian, we're going to make it non-vegetarian by adding this to it. But you can. I'm not sure how you can you can alter it and still make it vegetarian. We're not going to worry about it. It's not going to be a vegetarian dish. For the onion soup mix, we decided we're going to substitute that with a tortilla soup mix. This we got at Cost Plus World Market. We're going to use this in lieu of the onion soup mix. And then we would typically use Campbell's cream of mushroom soup with milk. Instead of Campbell's cream of mushroom soup, we're going to use Campbell's cream of bacon soup. Now, you may not have seen this. This is really hard to find. This is something new that they did this year. They advertised it as being available in a lot of the large groceries, and then it just didn't appear. There was a space for it on the shelves, but a lot of the stores didn't carry it. So we heard from Janice Yamanaka, who is one of our subscribers and also has a channel of her own that you should check out. We'll have her information down below. You can check that out. And she said she managed to procure a few cans of this Campbell's cream of bacon soup. So we're going to use the Campbell's cream of bacon soup, also not vegetarian. And we're just going to try to do a play on a traditional dish, the green bean casserole, and then make it, like I said, all sort of inclusive, Native American, maybe a little bit of Latin American, and traditional. So we're going to get started cooking this, and then we'll sit down and we'll try it. Well, we're all done. Looks nice. It's all bubbly and hot, and it smells really, really good. Now, I have some rice on the side here. This is a four rice blend that I really like. I have that on the side, but that's because I'm kind of eating this as a main dish right now. If I wanted to be more authentic and wanted to be more Native American, I might do like roasted potatoes, even the small ones, the Peruvian potatoes. But it looks like Doodle likes the smell too, because it obviously brought him up there. What do you think, Doodle? You like the way that smells? He likes the way that smells. We're thankful for Doodle. So again, this is going to typically be a side dish, and you would serve it with your turkey, whatever. You could also go more Native American on your Thanksgiving dinner. Add fish, add deer, things along those lines. But, pumpkin. But we're going to give this a try. So it's hot out of the oven. It looks like crispy on the outside with a chicharron. You got pieces of. I don't think you want this, Doodle. Something tells me that you don't want this. We'll see. So, if you're going to make this, you have to take your mind completely away from green bean casserole, because even though it almost looks identical to green bean casserole, the taste combination is completely different. That the cream of bacon soup really adds some flavor to that, and it's really strong. You can actually dress this up if you want to, and add some other stuff. Now, to me, even though we use that powdered tortilla soup mix, it just seemed like a little bit light on the spice. So if you could add some spice if you wanted to, whatever spice you decide. And if you wanted to make it, a little bit more meaty, you could actually. What I would recommend is maybe put some chicharron in there too, or some crumbled bacon, something along those lines. I'm going to spice it up a little bit. I'm just going to use some green jalapeno sauce here. Spice it up a tiny little bit. I like the cactus in there because the cactus almost has a citrusy taste to it, and it's completely different. So that citrusy taste, but with the text, it has almost the same texture as green beans, is really nice. The chicharron is not like they're hard and crunchy before, but once they're in the oven and they kind of mix with this, they're a little bit softer, I guess, but there's still a little bit of crunch to it and everything. This is really nice. Try another little bite here. That's really good. Now I'll try it with a little bit of rice. Yeah, I think that the jalapeno sauce gives a little bit of zest. Nice little kick to it. And again, if you've never had cactus before, it's a unique taste. So again, try not to compare it directly to green beans, because it's not a good comparison. Like I said, it's almost a little citrusy. There's a little bit of a bite to it. But really nice substitute. And the rice is really nice too. Really good. So you could try this, make yourself a new tradition, and try something different. So I recommend giving that a shot. Again, we used Claudia's recipe, and it came out really nice. She actually did most of the cooking. You can see her hands, so that's not my jewelry. And yeah, give it a shot. It makes a nice dish, changes things up. We all have people talking at the dinner table arguing about something else besides politics, so it'll be pretty nice. So again, a happy and safe Thanksgiving and or Indigenous Peoples Day, however you choose to celebrate. Be extra careful this year, be extra safe. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon. Thanks for checking out Trippy Food. If you enjoyed watching that video half as much as I did making it, well then I enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And if that's the case, you'll probably like this video right here. And if not, check out this video right here. That one's a little bit different. Either way, leave a comment down below. And be sure to subscribe by clicking on the Trippy Food icon right here. Glad you could make it, and we hope to see you again soon.